Hi angels, it's Hailey Reese. How are you guys tonight? I hope that you are doing absolutely fantastic. For today's video, I am super duper excited because we're diving into yet another paranormal game. I've really been enjoying doing these types of videos where we talk about how to play these paranormal games, even though I advise you not to, and we break down the dangers of them or even just learn of them. I've loved doing these videos. You guys seem to really enjoy them as well. And today we are diving into the highly noted paranormal game called the elevator game, which I'm sure that you guys have heard of in a true crime or paranormal case over the last couple of years. Elisa Lam being one of the highest, where the elevator game was kind of a conspiracy theory. So I figured for today's video, why not sit back, relax, and read out the rules of the elevator game and give my thoughts on them, because this game in general has kind of really not confused me, but I've always kind of wondered how exactly it works. If you guys aren't familiar with the elevator game, basically it's meant to take you to another realm. It's meant to take you to an alternate world. Some believe it's like the shadow side, some believe it's just an alternate world, but there's a lot of dangers along the way of getting there. There's a lot of really strict rules, and so it's always kind of confused me. So today, we are going to break down the elevator game and talk all about it. Before we get into today's video though, quick little shameless promo. I want to let you guys know, if you don't already know, I'm uploading every single day, both here and on my vlog channel, which is linked in the description. So if you enjoy my content, please, please, please join the Reese's Pieces End 2018 with us. We would love nothing more than to have you and give you some spooks to bring on the new year. All right, let's dive right on into this because there's a lot that we need to cover. So the elevator game is known to have been originated in Korea. Basically, through a series of steps utilizing an elevator, you're meant to wind up on a completely different You're meant to wind up in a completely other or different world. I've pulled up here the exact instructions on how to play this game, so I'm gonna read them to you guys. First thing that it says is you need one player, so just yourself. The requirements for this game is a building at least 10 stories high with an elevator. All three of these conditions must be met in order for the game to proceed. The instructions. The first one is called venturing out. 1. You enter your chosen building and get into the elevator on the first floor alone. Do not proceed if anyone else is in the elevator with you. First of all, how scary would that be to do this all on your own? 2. Press the button for the 4th floor. 3. When the elevator reaches the 4th floor, do not get out. Instead, remain in the elevator and press the button for the 2nd floor. 4. When you reach the 2nd floor, remain in the elevator and press the button for the 6th floor. 5. When you reach the 6th floor, remain in the elevator and press the button for the 2nd floor. 6. When you reach the 2nd floor, remain in the elevator and press the button for the 10th floor. 7. When you reach the 10th floor, remain in the elevator and press the button for the 5th floor. Geez, okay, here's my question so far. What happens if somebody gets in the elevator with you throughout this? Do you just completely disregard and just go on? Or what happens if that happens? Anyways. 8. When you reach the 5th floor, a young woman may enter the elevator. Do not look at her. Do not speak to her. She is not what she seems. I have chills. That sentence in itself, do not look at her, do not speak to her, she is not what she seems. Whew, okay. So now there's a woman in the elevator with us we can't look at and we can't speak to. 9. Press the button for the 1st floor. If the elevator begins ascending to the 10th floor instead of descending to the 1st floor, you may proceed. If the elevator descends to the 1st floor, exit as soon as the doors open. Do not look back. Do not speak. 10. If you reach the 10th floor, you may either choose to get off of the elevator or stay on it. If you choose to get off, and if the woman entered the elevator on the 5th floor, she will ask you, "Where are you going?" Do not answer her. Do not look at her. 11. You will know whether you've arrived at the other world by one indication, and one indication only. the only person present in it is you. That is so strange. So like my question is, what exactly is the purpose of this other world? Like, why do you want to be in a world where the only person is you? I don't know. The return trip. If you choose to stay on the elevator at the 10th floor, press the button for the first floor. If it doesn't work, keep pressing it until it finally does. 2. When the elevator reaches the first floor, exit as soon as the doors open. Do not look back. Do not speak. If you choose to exit the elevator at the 10th floor, 1. You must use the same elevator to return as the one in which you arrived. 2. When you enter the elevator, press the buttons in the same order you did in steps 2 through 8, venturing out. You should finish at the 5th floor. 3. When you reach the 5th floor, press the button for the first floor. The elevator will again begin to ascend to the 10th floor. Press any other floor's button to cancel the ascension. You must press the button you used to cancel the ascension before you reach the 10th floor. Oh, this all gives me so many chills. 4. After you reach the first floor, check your surroundings carefully. If anything seems off, even the smallest detail, do not exit the elevator. If you detect something wrong, repeat step 2 until your surroundings look as they should. Once you are confident you have returned to your own world, you may safely exit the elevator. Oh my gosh. Okay. Then it says additional notes. Should you reach the other world, the floor onto which you will emerge will look almost identical to the one from your own world, except for 2 things. All the lights will be off, and the only thing you will be able to see from the window is a red cross in the distance. Wait, what? The floors will look the same, all the lights will be off, and the only thing you will see from the windows is a red cross in the distance. Okay. Some people say that electronic devices, mobile phones, cameras, MP3 players, etc. don't work in the other world. Others say they do. Getting back to your own world may be more difficult than it seems. You may become disoriented and forget which elevator in which you arrived. The elevator may seem to get further and further away from you as you walk towards it, and so on. Keep going and keep your wits about you. That is so scary. If at any point during the ritual you faint, pass out, or otherwise lose consciousness, you will likely wake up in your own home. However, be sure to carefully examine your surroundings upon waking up. The home to which you have been returned may not be the one you left when you first set out to attempt this ritual. What the heck? You could be trapped in this world forever. Concerning the woman on the 5th floor, do not speak to her. Do not look at her. If you do, she may decide to keep you for her own. Then somebody asked what happens if you talk to the woman, and this person replied and said, I'm not sure anyone has ever done this and been in a position to report back afterwards. What? Oh, what happens if someone who's not the young woman gets on the elevator? I'm pretty sure that will just cause the ritual to not work. I'd abort the whole thing and head back down to the lobby. You can always try again later. If you're worried that the new passenger may be the young woman in disguise, which isn't something I've heard of happening, but I suppose there's a first time for everything, I guess on the side of caution, avert your gaze. Oh, and then somebody said, shouldn't we help this poor woman on the 5th floor to get out? What if she's stuck there too? And then they replied, that's what she wants you to think. I have chills. How long can you safely stay in the other world? And he replied, it's never safe. What happens if you don't cancel the ascension on the way back? Then you won't get home. You might in fact get stuck in the other world. Do yourself a favor and cancel the ascension in time. Wow. So that is the elevator game in a nutshell. Overall, what I've gathered from it is the goal from whatever this other side is for them to keep you there, and they can make it very difficult for you to leave this other dimension, which just freaks me out in general. The fact or the thought of passing out and waking up in your own home, but it's not your home. The fact of this woman being there trying to get you to look at her or talk to her, and she's not what she seems and nobody really knows what she is. The fact that you could be trying to get back to the elevator and it's getting further and further and further, all just screams, why would you even want to try this game? I know that it sounds intriguing in a lot of ways, and I know that it sounds like, oh, I wonder if this is real, and I would love to know if you really do press 1 and you wind up at 10, but I just think it's not even worth the risk. Even if the game isn't real, to me, it's not even worth the risk. It scares me even more knowing in full detail the depths of this game and having seen the way Elisa Lam was reacting in that surveillance footage. So nonetheless, this is not a game that I would recommend playing. Definitely gives me chills when I think about it, and I would just definitely avoid playing any paranormal game, but this one in particular freaks me out because it's playing on different dimensions and the possibility of being trapped there. Well, you guys, what do you think of the elevator game? Have any of you guys had a specific encounter? Have any of you guys had an experience? Do any of you guys know people who have? Or what do you think of the game in general? Take to the comment box, comment down below, and let me know what you guys think, because I definitely just get a weird feeling from this game in general. If you guys are new to my channel, or you are just not yet subscribed but you do enjoy my videos, please join the Reese's Pieces. We are a growing family and we would love for you to join ours. So please click that subscribe button if you like my content, of course, and please give this video a big thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Remember, my loves, do all things with kindness. And until tomorrow, I love you guys.